this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial from my group on how to cut this Queen Anne neckline Basque Bustier gown. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So to start, here is my pattern paper and I've gone ahead to mark out my basic measurements. So for this pattern, I marked my shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist, and I added 5 inches. This blouse has a basque, so your basque is within 4 to 5 inches. Here I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2 plus ½ inch. Come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and from that point I'm going to go ahead to mark my basic neckline for this pattern. I'm using a neckline of 3½ inches. I'll place my ruler and I'm going to connect it all the way to the shoulder slope that I have. Next step is to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Mine is 7. I made a mark on that point, so whatever I have there, I'll measure, replace it here. Now I'll place my ruler and draw out a straight line. After I'm done marking that, I'm going to go ahead to replace what I have on the shoulder. Now I'll place my ruler and I'll connect. So after I'm done connecting, I'm going to go ahead to divide what I have here into 2. Come out by half. At this point, I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. Now I'm going to connect from the armhole to the upper part, and from the ½ inch here, I'll connect it down to the chest line. So after I'm done marking this, the next step I'm going to take is to start marking my darts. I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches, which I'm going to mark all the way to the lower part of this pattern. And after that, I'll place my ruler and draw a straight line. So after I'm done marking this, the next step I'm going to take is to mark my dart intake of 1 inch on both sides. So after this, I'm going to place my ruler and connect. I'm also going to connect at the other side. The next step is to place my ruler and connect from the bust down to the under bust. Repeat this at the other side of my pattern. Now after this, I'll go up by 1.5 inches. Now if you're a bit busty, you can consider using 2½ inches or 2 inches. Now you can also take your measurement starting from the shoulder to know where you want your pattern or your neckline to stop. So I went ahead to mark back my nipple to nipple divided by 2. I placed my ruler and connected. Now I'll mark a dart intake of 1 inch on both sides, and I'm going to connect this all the way to that point. After connecting at this point, I'm going to repeat this same process at the other side, and I'll go ahead to connect. Next, I'll go ahead to outline my pattern. Start inserting my measurement. I'm going to mark my bust. My bust is 33 divided by 4. I have 8.3. Measure this dart intake, replace, and add my sewing allowance. Mark my under bust circumference divided by 4. My under bust is 28 divided by 4. I have 7. Measure 2 inches dart intake, replace, and add my sewing allowance. My under bust and waist is the same measurement. Now I'm just going to remark what I marked at the under bust at the waist. At the blouse length, I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. Now this part is not necessary. You can just go ahead to draw out your basque connecting from your waist, and you just mark your basque length, or you can just cut out a full blouse and alter it into a basque bustier pattern. Now just go ahead and connect all my pattern, and after that I'll go ahead to outline. So the next step I'm going to take is to find or mark my bust dart. Now to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while at the back I have 15½. Minus 15½ from 17, it will give me 1.5. That is how I got my bust dart. Now I'm just going to come in by half here, and I'm going to connect this all the way to the upper part. I'm going to go ahead to come in, like draw out a slanted or slight sweetheart neckline. To tighten your yoke area of this pattern, I'll go ahead to mark 0.3 inches here and I will connect. After I'm done connecting at this point, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to replace this dart here. So for some people, while cutting a bustier pattern, a queen and neckline bustier pattern, they always replace their darts at the over bust area. So any of these two methods can work. Now I realized that I didn't replace or add a sewing allowance by the side of my bust, and I'll just go ahead to do that. Now I'll just go ahead to reconnect and I will cut this out first. Then after cutting it out, we are now going to draw out the basque. Also remember to replace or blend in your darts when you're cutting this out. Now after cutting this, what I'll do is just to place this back, and I'll make sure that my waistline is matching up, and after that I'll go ahead to draw out the basque. Now you can also go ahead to trim this off if you don't want to add or replace the dart at the over bust of your pattern. Now just like I said, I'm going to blend up my pattern together, and I'm going to come in by my sewing allowance, then go ahead to draw out the basque at this area. So your basque should be at least 4 inches from your waistline. Now I'll just go ahead to cut this out, and we'll cut out the back and the skirt pattern for this dress. Now this is my back pattern, and I've gone ahead to mark out my basic measurement. The zipper, the measurements or whatever I have at the front is similar to that of the back, just that the shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5 inches, and my pattern at the back stopped at the waistline, unlike the front that has a basque. Now that is why we connected our basque from the waistline, so that the waistline of the front and the waistline of the back is going to meet. So from here I'm going to mark my dart. Now for my dart, I'll go ahead to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2 first, place my ruler, and I'll draw out a straight line. And after I'm done marking that, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to mark my dart. Now I'll mark 1/2 inch on both sides of my waistline, and I'm going to place this to connect it all the way up to the upper part of my pattern. Now after I'm done connecting this, I'm going to insert my measurements. I'm going to start by marking my bust circumference divided by 4. Then I'll go ahead to add my sewing allowance to the pattern. So after I'm done doing that, I'll just go ahead to mark my waist circumference, measure the dart intake, replace, and add my sewing allowance. Now I'm going to place my ruler, and I'm going to connect this all the way up. After I'm done connecting it, we are now going to work on the neckline. I'm going to come in by 1/2 inch here, and I'm going to place my ruler, and I'll extend this all the way up to the upper part of my pattern to get rid of the bulginess at the back of the pattern. Now after I'm done marking this, for my neckline, I will also use that same 3.5, or you can use 4 inches. Now I'll mark and connect this all the way to the lower part of the back pattern. So this is what I have here, and I will go ahead to extend this all the way to the front. So when I was cutting out, I forgot to take out at least 1/2 inch after the chest line to tighten the lower part of the pattern. But for the yoke, go up by 0.3 inches to tighten that up, and then connect it to the end. Now you're going to go ahead to cut this out, because we are done drafting out the back pattern of the dress. So I went ahead to cut it out and cut out the dart, and after I was done cutting out, this is what my pattern looks like. Next, we are now going to cut out the skirt. For this skirt, I'm cutting both the back and the front together. So I marked my zipper allowance first before cutting out the front, so that after cutting out the front, if I want to cut out the back, I'll just bring out the zipper allowance. Now also, for the basque effect, you have to finish sewing your skirt before you create that basque effect for your skirt pattern. So what I'm going to do now is to go ahead to mark my waist to knee point, because the skirt pattern I'm using is slightly above the knee. So after this, let's say this is the full length of your skirt. Now go ahead and mark your waistline. So how to get the full length of your dress is to minus your half length from the full length of your dress, so the remaining will now be used for your skirt. So I marked 7 inches after my waistline to get the hip point, and at the waistline I marked my waist circumference divided by 4 and added my sewing allowance. At the hip point, I marked the hip circumference divided by 4 and added my sewing allowance. So go ahead to use any sewing allowance of your choice. So whatever I have on the hip, I'm going to go ahead to minus 1.5 inches from it, or 2 inches, depending on how fitted you want the dress to be. Now I'll extend this all the way to the lower part of my pattern. Now also on that waist to knee point, you're going to extend it, but first I'll connect from my hip to my waist. Now from my waist to knee point at this line, what you do is come up by 2 inches. Now this is because we want to give this skirt a fitted effect at this point. Now I'll go ahead to mark this, and the next step I'll take is mark out minus 1.5 or 2 inches from your hip measurement, what you have at the hip, and replace it at this point. Now you're going to go ahead to also mark it here. That is, whatever you have at the lower part should match what you have from the waist to knee point of your pattern. Now go ahead to connect this, and after connecting this, extend it all the way to the lower part of your pattern. So after you're done marking this, your skirt pattern is ready. All you have to do is just to go ahead to cut this out. After cutting this out, you're going to open up the zipper of the part that we folded as the zipper. You're going to use that part to cut out the back pattern of the skirt. So after cutting out, this is what I have. So if you find this tutorial very interesting and educative, please kindly hit on the subscribe button.